details of the pictures and the attack that took place in Srinagar a few minutes back. Getting some information now that 11 policemen are injured, 3 of them are critical. The number has now gone up to 4. We are hearing that 4 policemen are critical, and Republic is reporting from the spot. Zeenat, our Srinagar bureau chief, is on location. Zeenat, take us through the details.
See, Niranjan, the kind of visuals that we are beaming, this is the spot where the terrorists fired upon the armed police bus because they were completing their day routine, their duty, and then they were on their way to their office, their headquarters. And when the terrorists fired upon them, in fact, the fire was established from the front side, from the driver's seat, and then other sides were also fired upon by the terrorists, due to which almost what I'm picking from the sources that although 14 police personnel have received the injuries, out of which 3 are critical. There can be a death also, but as of now, officially that has not been confirmed. If you remember, in 2018, exactly somewhere around 7:10 p.m., similar kind of attack was carried by Lashkar then, and they again that day also fired upon police bus. In fact, now as you see that the senior officials of the police department are reaching to the spot, the area has been cordoned. In fact, the injured have been evacuated to the nearby hospital where they are being treated. Many of them are being treated at the Badami Bagh hospital, which is an army-based hospital here, which is some 2 kilometers away from the spot where the incident had happened. But this is definitely a retaliation coming from the terror outfit, because...
First picture, let's go full frame to that picture. That's the bus that was targeted. In fact, if I can show you, this is the first picture that's come in, and what's evident from this picture is the windshield splattered after the bullet, the rain of bullets, and several bullet marks on this bus. Let me just try and treat that picture just to give you an idea of this critical attack. I'm going to try and highlight the bullet marks, the attack on our forces. This is the video, the picture of the bus that's come in. The first picture from Srinagar, once again highlighting the bullet marks. Several bullet marks on the bus. In fact, telling you the intensity of the attack on our forces. There are several bullet marks on this bus, and we are now hearing that at least 11 of our forces, 11 policemen are injured. 3 to 4 of them are in a critical condition. This is the picture of the bus that was attacked in Srinagar. The first pictures coming in. Windscreen completely broken. Several bullet marks on one side of the bus. On the right side, the driver's side, windscreen completely splattered, completely damaged. On top of the bus, bullet marks. There are several bullet marks. In fact, looks like several bullets were sprayed on this bus, and these are the pictures coming in. If my video journalist can zoom into this picture once again, the picture that shows you the intensity of the attack. The first picture that's coming in from the attack side, several bullet marks. I can count at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, at least 16 bullet marks that I can count from here, just to give you an idea. Just to give you an idea about the intensity of the attack on our policemen in Srinagar. That's the first picture coming in, and we'll go across. In fact, I'm getting in some news now. I'll have to get a confirmation. Getting in some news now that 2 of our policemen have been martyred. 2 policemen martyred in this attack. Getting in the first details from Zeenat. If I can come across to you, can you confirm these details? Devastating news coming in that 2 of our policemen have been martyred in this attack. Zeenat, are you there? Zeenat, can you hear me, Zeenat? Okay, so we'll continue just trying to get the audio of Zenat across. The first picture coming in, we're staying with the pictures, getting in some breaking news from Zenat in Srinagar, tracking the story live. There's been an update, getting details of 2 policemen who've been martyred. The first picture that came in from the site of the bus that was targeted, telling you the extent of the attack, the intensity of the attack. 11 injured, 12 injured now, 12 injured, and 2 of them have been martyred. Zenat is back on the phone line. Let me go across now. Zenat, the first picture from the site giving us an idea about the intensity of the attack. Where was the bus headed? What more do we know?
Yes, Niranjan, these are the first pictures that we are seeing from that very bus that came under fire here in the Devon Pantha Chowk area, where the 14 police personnel were earlier injured, out of which 2 have come to the injuries. They were receiving critical bullet injuries. They were evacuated to the hospital where they come. Now, yes, you see on the picture, that picture that we are reading in first side, on the right side of the screen, we are having the pictures of the very bus, and the second window that we are giving that also tells you that how they are going to have ordered the entire area. In fact, present and
Okay, lost the line there with Zenat. We'll try and go across to Arawat as well. Arawat will also join us. He's got the details of what really happened there, and we're getting in more pictures from Srinagar. Those are live pictures on the left of your screens. News agency ANI getting us the pictures of the area being completely cordoned now. Search on for the terrorists. We don't have more details of the attack itself, how the attack took place. We'll go back to Zenat, and as we speak. And let me get in some reactions now before we go across to the pictures coming in from another part of the country of the live event. I want to go across to Dr. S.P. Vaid, a former DGP of Jammu and Kashmir, joining us live on the phone line as we get in these pictures. Dr. Vaid, getting in disturbing news now that 2 of our policemen have been martyred in an attack on a police bus. Looks like a big attack. It's come as a shock to all of us. It's an alarm for all of us, sir.
Yes, it is very disturbing, and this is part of the strategy which they are following to escalate the level of violence in Kashmir. Generally, the trend used to be that in winters when passes used to close, the infiltration used to come down, and terrorist attacks numbers would come down during winters. But this is an effort to counter the narrative that after abrogation of Article 35 and 370, 35A and 370, the situation is improving. So this is with clear direction to counter this narrative, and people sitting across who orchestrate the level of terrorist violence in Valley, the deep state of Pakistan, they are doing it with a deliberate purpose, and they are also targeting J&K police because they know the crucial role J&K police plays in anti-terrorist operations in the Valley, and this is with the intention to demoralize J&K police. The families of J&K police are paying a very, very heavy price in this fight against terrorism. Let me share this concern with you.
Dr. Vaid, thank you for joining us. Let me get in a quick answer from Zenat, who's picking up more details. Zenat, do we know more about how this attack happened, who was behind the attack, and the kind of damage that we're now seeing?
See, Niranjan, what I am picking from the sources is that it is a Lashkar, where from the terror outfit that has done the retaliation on JKP after the JKP neutralized their boys in the Rangrate area of Srinagar. You see, here as my VJ Firdaus is giving you the visuals of that very scene, you can see the entire stretch is completely cordoned by the Jammu Kashmir police, CRPF. All the forces are here, and this is a very sensitive location because you have the police headquarters, the armed headquarters also here. So the civilian traffic has been completely, they are not allowed civilian people to travel in lost their life in this terror attack. This is one of the deadliest attacks that we have seen in Srinagar after a very long time, because this was the bus of the 9th Battalion of Armed Police that was going back to their headquarters after completing their duty, and they're taking the advantage of the darkness. And the terrorists, I am picking from the sources, they were the Farron-clad terrorists. They were, because taking the advantage of the darkness, they fired upon this very bus. They were waiting for the bus to come in so that they are able to fire. But in fact, the windshield, the windshield is completely broken. You can see the blood marks on it, and it is one of the deadliest attacks. And in fact, the police personnel who were on board on this bus, they were evacuated to the Badami Bagh, which is an army base hospital. They were evacuated there. They are being treated, and in this deadly attack, so far we are picking that the 2 police personnel, there is an official confirmation on this, that the 2 police personnel have lost their lives. So the other 12 are being treated at the Badami Bagh hospital, and also the area has been completely cordoned by the security forces.
Okay, Zina, stay with me. I'll take a short break at this point. I'll take a short break and come back with details of what's going on, and also the pictures coming in from Kashi. And we will have Sanjeev Sanyal, Principal Economic Advisor.